Oi, gente. Hoje eu tô aqui para entrevistar a Alyse LaHue. Ela que é a gerente geral do Sky Blue, topou bater um papo com a gente do BFF sobre como é gerir o time, sobre as mulheres em posição de liderança que temos no time e também resolveu mandar uma mensagem para os fãs brasileiros. Isso você confere agora.
Hey everyone, it's Alyse LaHue, General Manager of Sky Blue FC of the NWSL.
Alyse, como foi para você se tornar gerente geral do Sky Blue?
Yeah, honestly, I took over at a somewhat tumultuous time for the club, but at the end of the day, it's an honor to have any position in this league and getting to work in women's soccer as your job and as your career. So I never take it for granted. I think it's a tremendous honor and a tremendous responsibility that I have to continue growing the game and working towards gender equity. So I take it as a great responsibility. And obviously, I took over at a somewhat transitionary time for Sky Blue, but I love a good challenge. And it's been an awesome year and a half working with this club. I believe that the New York City, New Jersey area is one of the greatest markets in the world for women's soccer. And I believe there's so much more that we can do here with Sky Blue.
O Sky Blue é um time liderado majoritariamente por mulheres. Freya Kombi é atualmente a única técnica da liga. Como você pensa que ter tantas mulheres em posições de poder afeta positivamente o time? Você tem planos de aumentar essas lideranças no futuro?
The day, it's just common ROI. It's been shown that diversity is good for business, and it blows my mind that clubs, even within our league, do not have more women in high-profile roles. Whatever about the ownership level, that's fairly unique. But as you go down the line into league presidents, general managers, head coaches, assistant coaches, our scorecard is pathetic, and we have to do better as a league. And again, if you have women at the table that can share their experiences, especially in a women's professional sport, that's only going to benefit your club. Here at Sky Blue, obviously, we have many women in high-profile positions, and want to continue to operate in that way. But we also have to look at ourselves and recognize that we actually have a lack of diversity. Certainly we have a lot of women in roles, but we've done fairly poorly thus far at having more people of color and a more diverse staff. So that's something that I take the responsibility for as the leader of this club, and something that we're certainly looking at towards the future.
Como foi a experiência de estar durante o mês inteiro dentro da bolha? E você acha que a NWSL deveria promover esse tipo de torneio todo ano?
I laugh at that question a little bit because it was a little emotionally daunting to be in a bubble for that period of time. So I personally am not signing up for another one anytime soon, but I say that jokingly. It was a tremendous opportunity for the league. Great work pulling that off, obviously led by new commissioner Lisa Baird and her staff, who were absolutely tremendous in instigating this Challenge Cup and getting us all safely through it. I'm eager to get back to a more regular season, but we've shown that we can roll with the punches and be nimble and shift as needed. So the Challenge Cup, I would say, is a great success overall, and hope it was exciting for the fans as well.
A Blue chegou até as semifinais esse ano. Quais eram as suas expectativas para o time durante 2020? Você acha que a Freya conseguiu conhecer o time durante esse tempo que ela teve treinando?
I often have a rather unpopular answer to this, but for me, my priority as the general manager of the club was to get the team safely through the Challenge Cup. Obviously, when you're playing in a pandemic, you've got to take a look at that situation and the safety protocols. And again, the league had great protocols in place to help us navigate this, but that was my priority. And obviously we were going, especially in the United States, there was a lot of social unrest, a lot of social justice issues coming back to the forefront. So I think for our players, it was certainly a tumultuous time emotionally, beyond just the pandemic and, thinking through the safety of the whole thing, but there was this whole subtext happening as well within our country. So for me, I didn't set any robust, high expectations on the players. I felt that it was an honor for us to get back out there, be able to play. We knew we were a relatively new team. We've had a lot of roster turnover, brand new coaching staff across the board. So I didn't put much pressure on them. So I have to say, at the end of the day, for these players and the technical staff, getting into the semifinals was just utter joy for me and for the club. And I think just a great sign of things to come for the future.
Quais são as expectativas para o Sky Blue na Fall Series e como isso afeta o restante de 2020 e também a temporada de 2021?
Obviously, the Challenge Cup took a lot of energy from everybody, but having the opportunity to continue playing this fall, I think, is important. Even just having the training environment to keep the players together. Obviously, many players have gone on loan, but this is a good opportunity for players that are here to hopefully get additional playing time, to just have more time together as a squad. The technical staff can get a better look at some of our players. So excited to have additional opportunities this fall, both for the players and the tech staff, but also for the fans to continue engaging with the league.
Durante a temporada de 2009, o Sky Blue teve a Formiga no seu elenco campeão. Você espera ter mais brasileiras jogando pelo time no futuro próximo?
Formiga was actually in Chicago as well with the Red Stars once upon a time when I was working with that club. So very familiar with Formiga. I actually think more of Formiga off the field because she's such an amazing person. But obviously what she's done on field is nearly unprecedented and absolutely incredible. So being able to watch her continue her career and watch her play in Champions League recently, what a joy being able to watch the career of Formiga.
O Sky Blue teve 98.000 visualizações no Twitch, mostrando que o time cresceu muito fora dos Estados Unidos. Vocês pretendem expandir ainda mais a marca Sky Blue para fora dos Estados Unidos?
Sky Blue actually registered second overall in Twitch total viewership numbers, which is the international audience. So look, we're in the most diverse region of the world, New York City, North New Jersey. We know that our fan base is tremendously diverse, and that's an area that I absolutely think we can continue to grow in, is to attract the international market and attract more fans worldwide. So it's certainly a part of our future plans. We want our fans to look like the diversity of our own region and of our own players and have a really diverse and robust fan base. So absolutely, I think we want to continue to engage our international fans in the best way we can. And obviously, Brazil, I think, registered highest in terms of international viewers. So we know Brazilian fans are watching the NWSL and interested in the league, and that's tremendous to see.
Você vê a chegada de times como o Racing, Louisville e Angel City. Você acha que isso vai afetar o Sky Blue no próximo draft?
Anytime you go into an expansion draft, it's a little bit terrifying. It's a potential to lose players that are obviously really meaningful to the club. We love expansion, having new teams, and on the business side of things, the interest in this league and the interest in new markets to expand is tremendous. And Louisville, Los Angeles gives us additional footprint across the United States, which absolutely thrilled for both of these organizations to join us. But on the flip side, us clubs that have been around then have to deal with the expansion draft. So it's definitely scary going into it. There's no way that you can protect your whole team. You're pretty limited in the number of players that you can protect from that list. So at the end of the day, that you're going to go into it and lose, 1, 2, or 3 players that are really meaningful to your club, and you just simply have to navigate the results of that afterwards.
Você pode mandar uma mensagem para os fãs brasileiros?
As I said, Twitch registered, I think, a high number of Brazilian fans that were tuning in for the Challenge Cup. So obrigada to our Brazilian fans. It's awesome to see everybody tuning in, and I hope we can continue that support from Brazil.